guys, Sean here from SeanMHowell.com with summer camp devotional ideas. If your church is involved in a summer camp, putting on a summer camp this summer, and you are looking for some kind of morning devotion to add into that summer camp, then I have tested some great ideas from the book Faithful Families Creating Sacred Moments at Home by Traci Smith. So keep watching if you're interested. So recently my church did a summer fine arts camp, and I was asked to do the devotions each morning, taking from anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes for about 21 children in grades 4th through 7th grade. And so I got to test out some of the prayer ideas that Traci Smith talks about in her book Faithful Families. And so I wanted to share those with you because you might be looking for summer camp ideas or just back to school prayer ideas or to add in anything new to your family or to your church. So I thought I would share with you how each of those went. So we tested out, not tested, I just did these with the kids. And they went over really well. I did candle prayer and finger labyrinth prayer. We did fruits of the spirit prayer. I think those were the main ones that we focused on for the week. It was 5 days. And like I said, I had anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. So the candle prayer is on page 155 in Traci Smith's book. And basically the supplies you need is just a paper plate for every child and a votive candle. And I just used the ones that weren't in a container. They were about this tall. I should have brought one to show you. They were about this tall. They weren't the tiny short ones because those might burn their hands, but they were just a little bit taller. And then one candle lighter. And I had the kids sit in a circle. If I can find a picture, I will insert that. I had the kids sit in a circle and gave everybody a paper plate and gave them specific instructions of once the flame is lit, our mouths are quiet so that we can focus on our prayer to God. So I gave the kids instructions not to touch the flame while it was lit, and also when they blow out the flame to then not touch the candle afterwards so that they don't get hot wax on themselves. And for the majority, they did really well at first. Some of them had difficulty with that because I found out that a lot of them had never lit a candle before. So by the end of the week, they were expert candle lighters and will make excellent acolytes in the future. So we also showed them how to hold, if one of them had the flame in their hand, and then we were all lighting around in a circle, then the one that is unlit is the one who tilts toward the flame rather than the opposite so that the wax doesn't drip. So they learned a lot, and I took prayer requests from them. A lot of them had unspoken prayers they didn't want to share with the group because there were 21 of them. And then we prayed and we watched the candle flicker, and I will put my entire devotional lineup that I used on my website, which the link will be down in the description box below. On the second day of summer camp, I had a little bit more time, so I added in Traci Smith, let me get the chapter correct, Morning Prepare for the Day to Come on pages 21 through 23. And we looked at the scripture verse in Galatians about the fruits of the Spirit, and I made them these cute little index cards that have each one of the fruits of the Spirit on them with just a little binder clip so they could take them home. And I asked them we went through and we talked. I briefly defined each one of the fruits of the Spirit, and then I asked them to pick one to kind of focus on for their day. And so then that's what they also prayed about and thought about as they were doing their candle prayer for that day, and they really enjoyed these and took these home. On the 3rd and 4th days of summer camp, since we still had some extra time, I decided to add in a labyrinth finger prayer, and let me get this directly it's the Practice the Labyrinth from Traci Smith's book. And she has a template in her book, and so I just traced the template onto a small paper plate in pencil. So I did 22 of these, and then the kids came in that morning and we explained, what the difference between a labyrinth and a maze was, because they tended to blur the lines between those two, and gave them tons of colors of puffy paint. And then they just outlined their template with puff paint of a color of their choice. And then it took most of the day to dry. So then On day 4, when they all came in, their labyrinths were dry, and then we actually practiced the labyrinth, the prayer, and I was very surprised. I thought for sure that they would not be able to follow the labyrinth with their fingers super slow, like they would just race through it. And we did have about 3 that raced through it, but everybody else really just took it seriously and followed and thought about either God or their fruit of the Spirit or something that they wanted to pray about, and really took their time. And I actually felt like I needed to speed them up because they were being too slow. But I let them take their time, and then of course we ended with our candle prayer. So each day of the Fine Arts Camp devotions, we ended with our candle prayer. But these were a big hit, and I didn't expect them to be. So I highly recommend the finger labyrinths. So the last day of the summer camp, we only had time to do our candle prayer. And throughout the week, the kids would keep asking, are we going to do the candle prayer tomorrow? Are we going to do the candle prayer? And so they were really excited to continue that and start their morning off with that ritual of prayer and meditation. They really loved it. And I had a 5th grade boy actually tell me that that was his favorite part of his day, and he wished that the devotional time with me was longer, like the other stuff that they did during the camp. So that really touched my heart and made my week. I got a lot out of praying with those kids and just getting to know them for the week. So if you don't have a summer camp devotion, or you're looking to add, different types of prayer into your church ministry or even your family home time, prayer time, I highly recommend checking out the Faithful Families Creating Sacred Moments at Home by Traci Smith. I'm still going through this book. I'm still using and exploring some other stuff in here because it has a lot of really good things. Thanks so much for watching my video on summer camp devotionals. I'm not sure what I'm going to title this. I'm going to title it some kind of devotionals, back to school or summer camp devotion ideas. But thanks so much for watching it. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. If my energy seems really low in my video, I just filmed it, and looking back on the footage, I'm really puffy in my face. This pregnancy, I have about a month left to go, and woke up this morning I'm waking up tired, I'm not sleeping well, so my energy is low, and then this morning I feel like my face is puffy, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm really enjoying doing these videos. I'm trying to get in as many as I possibly can before baby girl is born, so I really appreciate you guys' support through all of this.